Bonnar. Stephan, I know you have some strong opinions about Fedor. The question is the interest still there to still see him in these mega fights and in these big spots in MMA?
Well, I'll tell you, John, as a huge MMA fan, I'm losing interest. I'm actually getting angry, especially when we look at the past 5 years of Fedor, let him fight the best guys. So look, all we've seen him in 2010, 30 seconds, or 1 minute against Verdun. 2009, he fought Rogers and Arlovsky. Those are probably his most talented opponents in 5 years, and both those guys went on to lose in the first round as well. So big deal. 2008, all we saw him fight was Tim Sylvia, 30 seconds. Ray Mercer went on to knock Tim Sylvia out in 30 seconds, too. Right. In 2007, Matt Lindland, an 85-pounder, and Hongman Choi, come on, and nobody. That's all he fought in 2007. Let's even go to 2006. He fought Mark Coleman, Mark Hunt.
Butt nugget. Okay, who the hell is Stephan Bonnar anyway? He can't buy a win. The only reason the UFC's carried you this long is because you lost to Forrest Griffin in 2005. Ass pirate. Let me tell you something about Stephan Bonnar. He shouldn't be criticizing an in his prime Mark Coleman as a valid opponent. He lost to a past-it, arthritic, Mark I need a walking frame Coleman last year. Okay, look, I've been hearing and seeing a lot of this crap for far too long. He's pretty much making all the same points the ZUFFA nut huggers are anyway. It's time to set the record straight. Let's go. Let's take it from the top. I can't believe he even went here. What a butt munch. Okay, 2006, Mark Coleman. He was on a roll of 9-3, only losing to Nogueira, Fedor, and Krokop. Hey, you've all heard this movie Unstoppable, right? Based on real events? Yeah, it's Mark Coleman's double leg, ass bags, and he still had it then. Did you see what Fedor did to that? Then Bonehead Bonnar's gonna go and talk about Mark Hunt. He was 4 in the rankings. Look it up. He was favored to beat Josh Barnett. There wasn't a fan alive didn't want to see that fight. Okay, 2007. Are you kidding me? Hongman Choi. Anyone who actually watched MMA at the time knew this was a big deal. 7'2", 350 pounds, feared K1 kickboxer at the time. Only had one fight in MMA and killed some poor dumbass in 16 seconds. This fight had intrigue. That's what it was about. And more respect to Fedor for the risk. Didn't do anything for his MMA stock. Okay, everybody brings up the Matt Lindland fight. Oh, he's a winning. I don't give a damn. He just beat Quentin Jackson. And for those of you jumping on Wikipedia right now to check his record and say, oh, it's a loss, watch the fight. Hell, he only came in, 18 pounds under Fedor. He even ranked pound for pound at the time. But that's not even the least of it. What most of the nut-hugging bastards don't know is that Jeff Monson was supposed to be fighting that fight. He left the UFC fresh off a title shot so he could fight Fedor. But the fight fell through and Matt Lindland stepped up. Credit to him. Now, normally, I wouldn't have to say anything about the Tim Sylvia fight. Just take a look. ZUFFA won't ban you from their pay-per-views if you take 30 seconds and watch it. I promise. But every man and his dog's gotta bring up Ray Mercer. Everybody has a puncher's chance, especially a decorated boxer like Ray Mercer. 9 times out of 10, Tim wins that fight. By the way, did anybody listen to Fedor's post-fight interview? Yeah, that's right, about between Randy was in the works, but the UFC screwed it. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna mention Arlovsky, okay? Ranked 2 in the world, nuff said. Then what happened? He was a week off facing Josh Barnett, ranked 2 at the time also, but we all know what happened there. And then he KTFO'd Brett I Eat Children for Breakfast Rogers, and that brings us to where we are today. Yeah, I'm willing to admit, it's been a quiet year for Fedor. You wanna know what? That happens, especially when contracts are disputed. Hey, Shogun won't defend his strap for over 12 months. St. Pierre's lucky if he fights twice a year. But oh yeah, they're on the ZUFFA train. I forgot. Well, I hope this puts an end to the douchebag nut huggers. You're welcome.